Welcome to Trigonometry. Solving non-right triangles often feels like a guessing game. Should you use the law of sines or the law of cosines? Today, we will learn a simple, fail-safe decision framework to pick the right formula instantly, saving you time and frustration during exams or problem solving. First, let us review the two tools at your disposal. The law of sines states that the ratio of the sine of an angle to its opposite side is constant for all three angles. It is perfect for dealing with proportions. The law of cosines is a generalized version of the Pythagorean theorem. It relates the three sides of a triangle to the cosine of one of its angles. While both are powerful, they require specific pieces of information to work. To decide which law to use, ask yourself one golden question. Do I know a complete pair? A complete pair consists of a known angle and the length of the side directly opposite to it. For example, if you know the measure of angle C and the length of side C, you have a complete pair. Identifying this relationship is the most critical step in the entire process. If the answer is yes and you have a complete pair, use the law of sines. This typically happens in two scenarios. First is angle-angle side, where you know two angles and a side not between them. Second is angle-side-angle, where the side is between the angles. In both cases, because you know two angles, you can easily find the third, guaranteeing you have a complete pair to set up your ratio. There is a special scenario where you have a complete pair, but you must be careful. This is the side-side-angle case, often called the ambiguous case. Here, you know two sides and an angle that is not between them. While you should still use the law of sines, be aware that this setup can sometimes result in 0, 1, or 2 possible triangles. Always double-check your results in this specific situation. Now, what if the answer is no? If you do not have a complete pair, you must use the law of cosines. The first common scenario is side-angle side. Here, you know two sides and the included angle trapped between them. Since you lack the side opposite the known angle, the law of sines is impossible to use directly. The law of cosines effectively unblocks you by allowing you to solve for that missing opposite side. The second scenario where you lack a complete pair is side-side-side. You know the lengths of all three sides, but have zero information about the angles. Again, without an angle-side pair, the law of sines fails. The law of cosines is the only path forward here. You can rearrange the formula to solve for any of the three angles. A pro tip is to find the largest angle first to avoid potential ambiguity issues later. Here is the entire decision process visualized. Start at the top with the question, do you have a complete pair? If yes, go left and use the law of sines. This covers angle-angle side, angle-side-angle, and the tricky side-side angle. If no, go right and use the law of cosines. This covers side-angle side and side-side-side. Memorizing this simple flowchart will help you approach any triangle problem with confidence. To summarize, always look for opposites first. If you find a matching side and angle, the law of sines is your friend. It is generally faster and easier to calculate. If you cannot find a pair, bring out the heavy artillery with the law of cosines. And remember, strictly watch out for the ambiguous case when using sines with two sides and a non-included angle. With this framework, you are ready to conquer any trigonometry problem.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.